The flounder's coming from Wargaming.
Yes, Flandre is coming from Wargaming, so Brad will need from you your server, what server you're in, and
I
your
already
in-game
got it
name.
all.
Perfection. And that'll be arriving in about a week or two. No, thank you, Snow Mongoose. And seriously, that is... Yes, I was going to take a slight 3-minute break, Shadow, and I was going to go pee, and then I hit the wrong damn button, and we started the race. And I thought you guys would want me to cover the race. So I'm just going to hold it for another 30 minutes. I'll be okay, I think. Alright, what do we got? Oh, Shadow, this is your game. Shadow, anything in particular you want me to cover? And you're, by the way, welcome to jump into Discord if you'd like. Oh, you are here. Hi.
Hey.
Yep, I can hear you just fine. This is... Oh, this is a clan battle. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
I ended up pulling 2 rounds in this game. Yeah, it starts off a bit slow.
That's okay. I mean, most clan battles do start off a bit on the slow side of things. Chat, because we are playing with a battleship here, and please don't tell us, Shadow, but we haven't done a poll all day, so we're going to go ahead and do a poll right now. And what we want you guys to do in chat is tell me if Shadow is using Deadeye or not. Shadow, again, please don't say anything. You got 5 minutes, chat, to decide. Are we using Deadeye or not? Duckman says, we'll get to see how absorbent Favletic shorts are. Let's hope we don't get to that point, because that would be unfortunate. 10 out of 10 would wet those pants again. Oh god.
Yikes.
I mean, I could try to speak to their performance in that regard. What do you want, Stevie? Stevie is sitting at attention looking at me right now. Here, I'll show you guys. He's just looking at me right now. Okay. Anyways, let's get to this game. So you are with Iron?
Sir, the clan is called Iron Fist.
Okay. And I saw you had an couple of RNG players with you versus
Sure,
CAG 2.
players.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're up against a Jutland, Kitakaze, Nusushimi, Friesland, Baije, Jambart, and Kronstadt. Okay, all pretty strong ships in clan battles. Maybe not so much the Friesland, but okay. Missouri, Jambart, Alaska, Donskoy, Jutland, Mogador. I'd say that's a pretty even-ish split.
Yeah. That Jutland is a bit crazy.
The one on your team that went into A?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, sometimes those bold decisions is what gets you the W, right?
Sometimes, yes, sir.
Alright, so you saw the Baije, you turned, you took a snapshot at him, relatively broadside, got 8,500 off of him. Interesting position you're putting yourself in right here.
That was the clan commander's idea.
Mm-hmm. You do have the ability to radar all of A if the Friesland decides to contest your Jutland. Kitakaze's on the other side. Friesland's on the other side. Nusushimi's in the middle. You haven't seen the enemy Jutland. So you're probably okay, but conga line torpedoes are a thing to be concerned about. Okay.
Yep. This is a preferred spot to have cross shots on B and other caps if they're pushing to that side.
Absolutely, yes. Now, something's in A cap. You should be radaring here.
Yep, he's about to call for it.
But I'm getting at is, generally speaking, your radar lasts so long. Like, I would radar as soon as something's in the cap, as soon as it's contested, because as you can see here, you probably waited too late. I mean, now it's 2-on-1, unless the Mogador can get in on this.
Yeah, it was a bit late when he called for it.
Right.
He didn't realize that there was 2 destroyers.
Well, no, nobody knows how many there are. It's just that it's contested. So that's why I was saying, like, I would make that an automatic decision. Something's in there, I'm gonna radar.
Yeah, understood.
The end result is your Jutland dies, their Jutland dies, and
That's right.
Friesland gets you on perma-hydro now, essentially.
It's not going to be too long before one questionable decision happens, and I have to act on it.
Okay. Yes, this is a battleship with radar duckman. It was released for free XP, believe it or not. You didn't have to pay any money for it. And then Wargaming removed it. Now,
Too many credit.
I don't know if you communicated with your team or not, but it would have been important to tell your Mogador, especially, that the Friesland's Hydro is up, because now the Mogador is, like, charging into Bland, you know?
Yes, sir. And that's probably the crucial point right there with the Kronstadt.
Now, the other question is, why were you so far back? Like, what were you afraid of to where you had to back up from the channel entrance?
I wasn't. Our clan commander likes to strategize, and he felt like that was a spot to hold for the time being. There's also wasn't too sure if I just kept pushing that early on. Kronstadt and John Bart may have switched it up and got me from one side or the other, made me choose a target.
Right, but the problem is that you allowed that Kronstadt to come through. Not only that, but you see your Jean Bart. I paused it for a second. Look at the Jean Bart at G6, Golf 6. He had a beautiful broadside shot on the Kronstadt, but he didn't take it because he didn't know the Kronstadt was there. So, I agree with the overall idea of backing off. In the case of destroyers with torpedoes in the middle. The only thing that was in the middle that we hadn't seen for a while was the Tsushima. As we see now, he was all the way over in the 9 lane, so it didn't really matter. But to me, like, you allowed that Kronstadt to get into A when you sat so far back. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And of course, then your and like I said, your Mogador, he shouldn't have pushed in like that if he knew that the Friesland had Hydro going. So now, really, you're left with the decision. Do I go in myself? Look at the Baije's position. The Baije has a cross shot on you. If you get detected right now, worst possible thing that can happen.
And I gauged the situation. That was right then and there was when I was given the order to enter the cap.
Yep, and I agree with that. At this point, you're down 2 ships. You got to make something happen. So, if your Jean Bart can cover your rear, then you can get in. Now the question is, can you kill the Kronstadt? Friesland isn't a concern, really. He doesn't have torpedoes.
Yep. But Kronstadt doesn't stand much of a chance, and you're about to see why after this one.
I would be slowing down here, though. You're already detected. They know you're here. The last thing you want is to allow the Kronstadt to ram you.
That's kind of what happens, but I lived through it. Because he was going to either give me broadside me, or I was going to take him out one way or the other.
Pardon me for a second. I need to take a screenshot of you getting this ram off. Because death picks are awesome, as Deadliest will say. Although you're in smoke, so it's kind of meh. Oh well.
Sadly, you can't get Die Hard in clan battles.
Now comes the question, do you turn or do you stay the way, you keep your orientation? You're turning. That gives the Baije, if he's paying attention, a good broadside, but he just killed the Alaska, so he's not looking at you at all.
Yes, sir. And I take my own shots.
There's the Friesland. And like I said, not much you can do. I mean, he's pending your bow with AP, which is what he should be doing. But you have secondaries, and he dies. Yay.
Yes, sir.
Now, I would be totally cheeky and assume his smoke. Just take it. And sit there. And look for those cross shots. You're even on ships, but you're capping A now. Your Jean Bart is incredibly low, though. And yes, ram flags are OP. You always come into battle, especially a battleship cruiser. Take a ram flag. You never know when you'll need it. Alright, your Jean Bart is starting to heal, which is good, but you're in a bad spot. I mean, if you come out here, you're giving broadside to the Jean. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, it was a bad spot.
I mean, it's a bad spot for your Jean Bart. It's a strong spot for you. You're gonna be
Yeah.
okay here.
Yeah. But our Jutland is someone to pay attention to as well.
Well, he's quite low, as well as your Donskoy and your Jean Bart. Your entire team is pretty low. You're the healthiest of the bunch. And he torps the Baije. Oh, brilliant.
Yes, sir.
That's quite the statement if you're the healthiest of the bunch after just taking a ram.
Well, remember, ramming damage is 100% repairable, so
Yeah, that's true.
don't
I
come
love
out here.
I love when you ram with a Conqueror and heal all back, you know.
Oh, yeah. Don't come out here. You should be backing up.
Oh, yeah.
Because you
Slow
know the
down
Jean
there.
Bart's probably going to push you.
Slow down there.
That angle's giving me anxiety.
I know, right? Seriously.
I'm just looking at that. I'm like, if that Jean Bar has a reload booster ready and he pushes that corner now, you're gone. You just don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
So, the results
He
of...
should have pushed sooner.
He should have, yes. The results of that poll are pretty close. It looks like they believe that you do not have Deadeye. So, did you have Deadeye?
I had Deadeye,
Oh, wow.
but I didn't get to use it too much. You know,
Mhm.
I just closer than in my detection ranges, I'm not able to use it too much,
Yeah.
and he takes a chunk off of me right about here.
Yep, he's got AP
But-
loaded. He was hoping to get you broadside, and you had a pretty decent angle to him.
But right about here, where it
Double
kinda becomes a
speed, double
challenge.
ram, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's looking tasty.
And that leaves it to
Right.
just your Jutland versus the Nustra.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Shimi was on low health last time I saw it. But
Yes.
It's always got that zombie heal with it, so or chance of it.
Yes, it does.
And that it was after this ram where the where that Jutland comes into play, where he starts making these important decisions.
So, Chad is asking, you have Deadeye, and you also have Concealment, so does that mean you do not have Fire Prevention?
Yeah, I do not have fire prevention. That was
It's
a trade-off.
It's a ballsy maneuver when you're coming up against so many Kitakazes.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it clearly worked for you in this game. Well, kind of. I mean, Deadeye didn't really proc that much, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright, so now you are watching the Jutland play.
Yes, sir. And he decides to make the choice of staying away from Mr. Shimmy.
As you should.
Yep.
You're up on points, you're up on caps. There's no point trying to go after him.
Yep.
And it looks like with this bar, Mr. Shimmy didn't heal back anything, so he's probably just stuck on what he had.
Those
But-
pings are relocation.
Most likely, yes.
Yep, and Nusra is shooting, so we know where he is. I mean, you win. He wins if he just goes to the corner of the map, which is what he's doing. GG.
Mhm.
Nice game, man. Thanks for sending that in.
Yes, sir. There was a few spots that needed to be, that could have been better, but 2 Rams, you know.
Take it, right?
Anywho, I guess should be getting off of here.
Yeah, sounds good. You can stay if you want, but that's good. I'm gonna hit the bathroom because I really can't hold it anymore. We're loading up an Iowa clan battle, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay. I'll head off for now.